Well, how y'all doing this evening? Fine Tuesday evening here. Been a good day. Sun's been out, and I think we're going to have the good weather the rest of the week. Up in the 80s and sun's shining. Ooh, can't ask for anything better. I want to give a shout out to all the people that watched my first rant. I was a little upset there. And gave me good wishes and got a lot of new friends. I'm just tickled to death. I'm amazed with this. And those that didn't like it, well, you're who I was talking to. You're the ones that I made that video to. And the rest of us out here, we're still got lots of questions for you. Lots of them. Like, how could you let this happen to us? To all of us. There's only 40-something% of y'all voted for the man. The rest of us, well, we voted for somebody else. Not Trump. My question to y'all is how in the world have you let your Republican Party go by the way it has? This alt-right business, Breitbart News and all that crap. Is that what y'all are into now, Republicans? I remember when y'all stood for something. Or at least you said you do. You wave the flag every time somebody comes around. You claim to be a great patriot. Hell, best I can figure, nowadays most of y'all pissing in your pants because they're scared of some Arab coming over the hill or Muslim. What's wrong with you? Is that the way you was brought up, to be scared of a refugee, somebody who's seeking asylum in this country from a war-torn area? And you want to stand on your high horse and say no? Well, that's not the American values I grew up with. And I don't think they're the values that you grew up with. Somewhere along the line, y'all got hijacked. People started feeding you bull, like Fox News and Breitbart and Rush Limbaugh. And they say it in a way that you just suck it up. You just say, yeah, that guy's right. No, he's not right. No, he's not right. I said the other day, I didn't serve this country to let that idiot like that run this country, Steve Bannon. I don't recall seeing him on the ballot. But evidently he's the guy that's running the show. And we need to let Mr. T-Rump there know that. That's who we know is in charge, because we know it's not him. You can tell it's not him, like I said the other day, every time he steps up on a podium. If he hasn't got a piece of paper to read or that teleprompter going, he makes a fool out of himself. He did it again today. He got up there and read a part about anti-Semitism. And I don't know if anybody else noticed it but me, but he had his finger right down there on that piece of paper. So every time he looked down there, he could see where he was. Are you stupid? You can't remember 10 lines? You can't speak from your heart? All this stuff going on around the country. Tipping over gravestones out there in Kansas City, I believe it was. Jewish gravestones. Somebody checked me on that. But we just had a mosque burnt down up the road here in Victoria, Texas. You ain't said nothing about that. You ain't said nothing about them people got killed up in Canada in that mosque. You don't say anything. That's pitiful. Just encourages more people to do that. Now, I understand you jumped on this Trump train when you thought it was fun because you hated that black guy. You hated Obama. So you ain't going to get on board no Hillary train. Hell no. You jumped on that Trump train and just started waving your flag again. Well, I don't buy that shit. Your party's just gone down the tubes. Y'all need to take it back. If you want any respect at all, you need to ask yourself, what are your values? I know what my values are, and I know what most of the people's values in this country are. And it's not shoving a refugee back out the door. It's not. You can't get over that. I don't know what's wrong with you. This whole country's a nation of immigrants. Thanks to the internet, I've learned a lot about my family, my roots. My family originally, I guess, came from Switzerland. I'm in contact with some of those people. It's great. They migrated from there down to Chile. And I've met some people down in Chile that bear my last name. Before they moved up to Canada and then down in the United States in 1923. That's pretty cool. I learned all that. And by conversing with my kinfolk down in Chile. I'm sure my cousin over in Switzerland, well, he'd probably walk right in the door and come over here with a visa and visit. I'm not too sure about my cousin down in Chile, because what, she's brown or something, and you might get offended or be worried that something might happen to you? Please, grow up. Put on a pair of pants and pull your boots up. Jesus, y'all are getting scared over nothing. And not being scared over what you should be scared of. That whole time Obama was in the White House talking to y'all was all scared. Obama's going to come get your guns. Did you see him come get your guns? I don't think so. I don't think so. But somebody could have come and took some of them guns away from some of them people, don't you think? Most of them white male Christians go up shooting up people and shit. You want to be scared of somebody, be scared of your local Baptist church or some shit. That makes more sense than being scared of a Muslim refugee. My God. Y'all's got. You think y'all remember that song? Y'all taught it to me when I was a little one in school, in church school. Red and yellow, black and white. They're all precious in his sight. Y'all just threw that shit out the window, didn't you? You don't believe that. And yet you still sing it in your church. And then go out there and protest to get immigration. Immigration's what made this country. It's in my blood. It's in your blood. It's in all of our blood. How'd you like your grandparents or your great-grandparents when they came in here? And everybody be scared of them. They were. Some of them. But it worked out pretty good, huh? No, you ain't got to be scared of Muslims. Got to be scared of your neighbor down the street. It's pitiful. Your Christian values taught you better than this. I'm not a Christian, but my values are better than that. Have been all my life. And I try to instill that in my kids. There's a price. There's a price. Y'all need to reevaluate your situation. Ask yourself. It's not too late to stand up and correct this. Be the right Republican. Be the Republican that party used to stand for. And start telling this man no. He's going to sign another immigration thing here in a few days. He's done stepped up on deportations. Anything to get any brown people out of this country, that's okay with him. But that's the legacy y'all are leaving for yourself now. Republicans. You lost your party. You lost your values. You lost your faith. And y'all need to get it back. I'm serious. Y'all the only ones who can. You want to be proud again? Stand up against that man. Do you see how many people protest all the time? Not just here in the United States, all around the world. Around the world. Hell, I'm getting posts from people from my last rent. From Germany, from England. These people are worried about Trump. And they should be. Because what do they hear over in Europe? Well, NATO's obsolete. NATO's no good. Hey, if you don't pay us, you don't pay us up here, we may not come protect you next time. Ain't that shit? I don't think any Americans said that in the history of our country. Pay up and we'll come save you. No, there's no price on liberty. Oh, there is a price. It's a heavy price, and it's paid in blood. I don't know. I get upset. I get beside myself sometimes. I don't know what to say. But you ought to walk through Arlington and the cemeteries over in Europe and see how many crescents there are on those graves. How many stars of David are on those graves. Christians don't have a monopoly on value. And they damn sure don't have a monopoly on patriotism. I'm getting tired of that shit. Y'all think y'all hold the whole title to patriotism. Kiss my butt. Most of the veterans I know, personally, are Democrat. There's a good reason for that. Because we still care about the guys that's in there. And this fool is going to start a war with a tweet. I don't know. He's an idiot in my book. But y'all need to take care of him. The Republicans need to take care of that shit. Because us Democrats, we've got a chance here. I've seen this before. I've seen this before in history. I was a young man when Nixon was in the office. Joined up. Go do my service. Nixon was the man. Had a good plan. Had a secret plan to win in Vietnam. He said that. Sound familiar? Trump saying he had a secret plan to beat ISIS? It's the same shit. There ain't no plan. It's just a slogan and a bumper sticker. But we did it with Nixon. We run his butt out. The people run his butt out because we rose up and would not stand for a liar in the White House. And guess what? We've got another one. He lies every time he gets up to the podium. There ain't no. You take any teleprompter away, take any reading material away, and he will sit up there and make a fool out of himself talking about how great he is and how his poll numbers are so great. Give me a break. Ain't nobody believes that but you and the people that you're working around. Trump. Anyway, wish Steve Bannon would knock all of his shit off. Kick Trump out of the office. Let us know who it is. Pence? I don't like that guy either. In my book, we could impeach right on down the line and pull rid of Paul Ryan too. Before he takes your Medicare and your Social Security, flushes it down the toilet. Anyway, it's getting towards evening. Mama's got supper cooking. I reckon I ought to go eat it before she throws it out to the dogs. But I don't think she'd do that. She really does love me. And to all my friends out there, my new ones, proud to have met you. You've humbled an old man. And we just need to stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. Stay in front of it. Stay in front of the cameras. If you've got a voice and can do it, put your camera in front of you. It's not hard. Do like me. Go sit in a room by yourself. This is my old shop. Nobody comes out here. It's full of spiders. They're my spiders, and they like me. But lend your voice to this cause because it's the right cause. And we're on the right side of history. And we will run this man out of the office through impeachment or whatever. But it's you Republicans that first have to stand up and prove that you even have any decency left in you and some values left in you. Look yourself in the mirror. I have. Nowadays I ain't pretty, but I like what I see. Good night, y'all. See you later.